And welcome in, everybody. So I had a slight case of almost dying yesterday, so this might be a short stream. So if I can't keep it up for more than 2 hours or even 90 minutes, that's okay. I mean, this card kind of sucks anyway. So 220 for 1 energy is good, but the fact that you have to discard 4 fire is really bad. Like, I tried so many different lists. You can see all these 6 different ones. I got the Mega Venusaur sleeves from LAIC. So as you can see, like, that's pretty cool, but it doesn't work, right? The list that I've had the most success with are the Golden Go list and the Solrock list, because you just attacked with the EX and stuff. And you just attack with Golden Go and the EX. Let me just see if I can get the hello there set up here. Hang on. You spent your money. You spent the money. I'm gonna activate it if I can. Here we go. Wait. Yeah.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hang on. Is it going through?
Hello there.
Hopefully it went through. Okay, there we go. And Jose, you redeemed VIP. I don't even... And those are the worst sleeves of all time. All right, so Jose, you're VIP. I'm going to VIP all over you. You are now a VIP. I haven't actually done that in a long time. But no, Clan Burglar, those are not the best sleeves. I just did it to rub it in people's faces who missed it. And PMC Fool, welcome in. Never gonna let you down. Thank you everyone for showing up. Yes, I did update the sub badges. So I think I only had up to like 2 years before. And Zedman, welcome in. So I think I only had it 2 years, so that's why Clan Burglar's balls look a little bit different. So if they change color, that's good. But yeah, like, I'll play Ceruledge. You know, it's... You'll notice the issues. And let's get this out of the way first, okay? Let's unlock all these tiers. Let's get, instead of crying, let's unlock all these tiers. Yeah, so I logged in and there's 2 hours of random maintenance tomorrow, and they haven't said why. Look at this. Look at all that. That's pretty good. So there's 2 hours is very weird. There's 2 hours of maintenance tomorrow, and they haven't said why. We got that Wigglytuff. This is on the docket. Today is Ceruledge. Tomorrow is Bronzong. Thursday is Miss Magius, and then I don't know what Friday is. I would imagine that it's Heracross. Yeah, that would be my guess if I had to make an assumption, is that they're going to fix Heracross. But they haven't announced it, so who knows? All right, so... Mizutama, 77. At 8 minutes. And yeah, what I'm going to start doing, because I've had an influx of, comments like, the list you showed off at the beginning is different than the list you played. So at the beginning of every single game, I'll put the list of the deck somewhere in the thing. Oh, this is great. So at the beginning of every single game in the YouTube videos, I will include that just as, a little extra thing. Just a little extra thing. And we'll be fine. And Lena, thank you for calling me sir. What does VIP do? If I go to like sub only mode and you're not subbed, you're not affected. If I go to slowdown mode, you're not affected by slowdown. Yes. No, Miss Magius, I feel like I have to make Miss Magius a thing. Okay, we can win this one. It is a deck that is weak to fire. This is the only chance we have. Unfortunately, if this is raging, oh baby. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Okay, I don't care what we're facing. It's a grass deck. This is the Moltres build. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so happy right now. My keyboard is absolutely covered right now because we're facing a grass deck, and there's nothing better than facing a grass deck with this. Moltres just one-shots the Ogerpon. But we're going to have to make them work for this. Okay, so I think it's worth it to chart it at... I have so many lists. Some of the lists I put the 70 HP Revivroom, or the... Okay, that's fine. This is a terrible hand. But we have to get rid of the Ceruledge EX. I will not put Ceruledge EX into play. That is cheating. It's the baby Ceruledge. Okay, those are the rules. And a random hype train, but never gonna let me down. Thank you for gifting Zedman Cuddles, the gifted sub. But the reason I have this 60 hit point one is put up to 2 basic energy from your discard pile into your hand. So, like, I think you still want to go for the 70 hit point one, but in a Trapinch, it is a thing, right? It's a thing that can do a thing, and if you can't do a thing, what's the point? And RGZ, you've been having fun with Rotom tools and expanded? Yeah, that's definitely where it would work really well. Because you have so many... Oh, it is Venusaur. It is Venusaur. Oh, this is just the perfect matchup. PDCGL is blessing me. Because if you watch the Empoleon video on the VOD's channel, which has over 1,000 views, which is kind of crazy. I'm not even sure how it has over 1,000 views when we're at like 500 subs. And I don't get money until I reach 1,000 subs, so please give me money. I need money desperately, but yeah, this is an auto win. As long as I can just play the game, this is an auto win. Okay, well, that's not encouraging. That's not what I would call encouraging. But we're fine. Everything is going to go great. We're going to get all of the things we actually did. We actually just have the knockout, which is crazy. Actually, I guess I don't want the Varoom. We just want to go get the Moltres. And we'll go Pheasant Skibbity. I guess I draw 3 first just to see what we get here. Okay. I can't, unfortunately, take the knockout with the Ceruledge as much as I want to. It's just not a possibility. And there's the Fire Breather. The only reason that I built this version of the deck this way is because I wanted to show Fire Breather in some way, shape, or form. All right, there's Moltres. Dude takes a knockout. But it's just sad, right? That the Ceruledge is basically more disappointing than the Moltres. Because the Moltres is it's a single prize basic. It does 110, 140 with the Brave Bangle. You're two-shotting a lot of things. And if you just face grass or metal decks, this thing just destroys them all freaking day. No, I'm playing a good deck, but it's only good against grass and metal. That's it. And I don't think I can say my opponent's name on stream, so I will not be saying their name. If you're wondering, why aren't you saying your opponent's name? Well, there's a reason for that. DCE makes the deck so much better. Yeah, and like, if you checked out my preview, I did mention it. Someone mentioned in the comments. Yes, I understand. It's not every card that's coming in. Yeah, it's not every card coming in Ascended Heroes, but it's most of the cards coming in Ascended Heroes. Right? Again, I know it's not every single one, because we're still probably going to get start deck cards, because the fact that I mentioned this in the video, you know, apparently people just read the titles and then they just comment, even though I explain it in the thing. But the 63 cards from Mega Dream are probably going to be in Ascended Heroes, but there could be more. Oh my god, why are we getting Fire Breather at the dumbest time possible? All right, well, we don't need that. And Palmon, I don't think so, because there's no way, right? Because it's just free wins, right? It just gives me free wins all day. I face off against that deck all the time, and it's just free easy wins. I mean, this is probably Grimmsnarl. I think we just lose. Ace work, there's none. There's no good way to play this deck. Okay. Yep. Varoom goes down, and then we hit the old end turn. And Pharaoh, congratulations. If you didn't see it, there was another fight at a Canadian Costco. It's always Canada. Why is it always Canada that's getting the violent people at Costco for Pokemon cards? Yeah, PDCGL and real life are different. Okay, well that's fine because this is why we got the Rev one. But then of course it gets knocked out from a mind bend. All right, so we just retreat, go into this guy. We're both having rough starts here. But hey, I ionode you. It's not my fault you got nothing. And I think I just put that into play an end turn, and we'll just turn this into, I'm just going to start the game at like 1850. Phantasmal Flames isn't legal? Well, that's why I didn't watch the thing. And never gonna let me down. Chill, bro, chill. Chill. And RGZ, well, they can only do so many things. Yeah, Ceruledge is a massive disappointment. It's basically, you can put a copy into Golden Go, you can put 2 copies into Ceruledge EX, but you're just hurting your things. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't watch IRL tournaments aside from like the free stuff. That's about the only reason I do it anyway. But when it's last format, I really don't watch it. I have no idea what we are facing, but if I can just get a baby Ceruledge, we'll be totally fine. Okay, we got a baby Ceruledge, and we also got the thingy thing. I do have 2 energy in there. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to empty my balls here. Actually, no, I think we don't empty our balls. I think we try not to empty our balls. So you're saying this is baby Blood Moon? So should I empty my balls? So I should empty my balls. Okay. I'm listening to you, Sly Valley. If you're wrong, I'm going to get punished. All right. So Superior, we have to basically loop our dudes because I don't think there's going to be anybody huge here. All right. So unfortunately, I did have to. I mean, I didn't have to put Pheasantipity down because I kind of assumed this was going to be Baby Blood Moon. But it's just I want to be able to draw more cards. The loop here is that you go Revavroom up to 6. So you discard an energy from your hand with Revavroom's ability, draw up to 6. Pheasantipity for 3 more. They got their Pheasantipity. That's 2 free prizes. And then you have a 9-card hand. So hopefully 4 of those will be energy. And if not, one of them should be a superior. But realistically, the only way you're winning with this deck is if you can KO Pheasantipity and Squawkabilly and Mew and Latias and just those weak prizers. Because against Kangaskhan, okay, that's fine. Because against things like Kangaskhan, Absol, you know, Megazard, well, Mega Absol is like the worst one, right? Mega Absol is absolutely really, really difficult because they put Bravery Charm into play. They put Lively Stadium down. You have to 2-shot them. They play Monkey Dory. So it's really tough. What I explained in the opening of the video is that you have to piggyback, which is a new position I learned from reading a book and watching a YouTube video. You basically have to piggyback between Moltres and Ceruledge. So the first turn you hit them with Moltres, do 110, and then you clean them up with Infernal Slash to do 330. But if they have Monkey Dory, things get very confusing. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna knock out my Ceruledge, which is highly unfortunate. Yeah, this is really bad. I mean, it's realistically who can loop their attackers more efficiently, and I think they can, right? I think they're going to be much more efficient at looping attack. Okay, that seems like a waste of an air balloon, doesn't it? Oh, it's a Vengeful Punch. Okay, I was like, that looks like an air balloon. All right, well, they're a basic that can do a bajillion damage. I, unfortunately, am a stage 1 that can do less than a bajillion damage, and I also have a lot more moving parts. Interesting that they kept the Blood Moon Ursaluna so hefty. And RGZ, it's only been 4 years. You gotta give them a chance here, okay? Gotta give them a chance. It's only been 4 years. You know, they need more time, clearly. Okay, I have to go Ultra Ball away. I guess these guys, we're gonna go get the Ceruledge. We did prize our EX, unless I discarded it. No, we prized the EX. Yeah, I have to Iono. I need to basically knock out the Monkey Dory, which is kind of funny. I basically just need to knock out the Monkey Dory and we can win. And this is why the deck is trash. Okay, step 1, don't fail. Step 2, probably still fail. All right, so we play with our rod. I want to send in you, and you. Get rid of Ultra Ball energy. Go for Revavroom. If I can get a Superior, we're going to be fine. So this is the combo. You get the 9 cards, but if we were facing a multi-prize deck, we'd... Okay, please. Just give me 2 energy. Oh my god. This deck is absolute garbage. Okay, cool. Awesome. You see how bad this deck is. All right, well, I'm assuming they're going to have a bosses, but in the off chance that they don't, here's my Psyduck. Here you go. Here's a Psyduck. Yeah, this is the issues with the deck. If you're wondering, why isn't this a top table tier deck? Well, this guy is just a million times better. You know, it requires less moving parts because it requires 3 total energy versus 5 of Ceruledge. It doesn't have a damage cap. And it's just so much better. And you also hit for a fighting weakness, which is really good too. So yeah, Baby Blood Moon Ursa Luna is just really strong. Lunatone Solrock helped it out so much. Premium Power Pro also helped it, even though you don't really need it. You know, Monkey Dory is obviously really good. And my opponent is just gonna kind of run away with this game. Keep in mind that I Iono'd them to 4. Playing with your PP is never a bad thing, exactly. Oh, man. Okay. Well, this is just going to be a pretty quick loss here. So yeah, they're just setting up KOs. I mean, what is my course of action? I guess it's just Iono and hope. That seems like my only thing that I can do is just Iono and hope, because as soon as I attach an energy, we're screwed. I do have a battle cage. Okay, hang on. All right, so you get that. I'm going to... I'm gonna Morty's... No, we can't... We have to... See, again, this is the issue. This is the issue. You just never have it when you need it. There's a Max Rod, but it's a little bit late right now. Notice how we still don't have the energy. Notice how we still don't have the energy. Notice how that energy thing seems to be missing. All right, so let's get rid of... I guess we don't really need Fire Breather anymore, because that's a useless card. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Infernal Slash. Because, I mean, the issue, again, is that you just have to waste so many resources to get the knockout. I got the Vengeful Punch. They're moving cards around, so they can knock out my Ceruledge just by attaching an energy, which is really bad. There's the EX, which is also not very good. And if you're wondering, remember, Battle Cage means your bench is protected, but your active is not, and they just have it. All right. Well, we can say for certain this is not going to be in the YouTube video. Yeah, oh my goodness. We just got we got our butts blown out here. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it, you know, For the Win made a video. I don't care, right? I think it should be more like the sports, right? You know, if you watch a football game, They don't go at halftime and say, oh, in the first quarter, 5 minutes in, there was a pass interference call. So at halftime, we're going to revisit that and we're actually going to disqualify you for the whole game. You lose the game because of that pass interference that we missed. Right? If you're on a stream game and there's 2 judges watching each side of the stream game, they should be able to notice these things in real time. Right? If you don't notice it in real time, well then that's the judge's problem. Yeah, right? If it can't be caught live, then it shouldn't be a posthumous ban or whatever you want to call it. Right? It's like, if you didn't notice it, that's the judge's fault. It's not the player's fault. Okay, I mean, we can still potentially win. It just requires me to knock out their active. I have to INO and then get real lucky here. So it should be Super Rod, that guy back in, and I guess 2 energy. Okay, we INO to 1. Because all I have to do is take 3 knockouts and we win. That's so doable. That's doable. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we put the Char Cadet down. I go Brave Bangle on you, I guess. And then we get rid of an energy. Suck my butt. Okay, we need 1. We just need 1 energy. Okay, well, technically we got it. If I didn't play Max Rod, we wouldn't have had it. All right, so that's all 5 there. Alrighty. And then we go in. Okay, I think I should actually attach to the active. Should I attach to the active? No, because then that'll put damage on it. But they still need a whole wackadoodle of things, though, right? All right, let's just go 220. We're going to lose anyway. Yeah, again, it's you know, there's judges watching, the players are watching. You're responsible for your board state. Your opponent is also responsible for, I guess, noticing it. The judges are responsible. Right? You're supposed to be watching it. If you don't notice it as it's happening, you can't be like, oh, 12 hours later, we missed this one thing. So, yeah, it could have been something else that happened, like something that happened off stream. Because I think the whole thing is that they've been banned before, or they received a suspension or DQ'd for something. They went to Dairy Queen for something. But it is a little bit more egregious when you realize there's a ton of money at stake. All right, yeah, I needed to knock out that Fez. Yeah, I needed to knock out that Fez, or else we had a chance to win if I just knock out the Fez. We never knocked out the Fez, so I never really stood a chance. Maybe they're out of Blood Moon. Ooh, it looks like they are out of Blood Moon. Never mind. Never mind. All right, I'll just I'll call it there because they have to do like 5 things. So this is not me like rage quitting. It's me saving each other 90 seconds because they'd have to bench the Blood Moon, attach the 2 energy. We have to sit through the Calamitous Snowy Mountain animation. We have to sit through the Monkey Dory animation. Then they have to retreat. Then they have to attack. So we're just not going to deal with that. Two Fitty, not Tree Fitty? Goddamn Loch Ness Monster. All right, so... Yeah, exactly. It's not the player's fault, but again, we don't know what the real reason was. There could have been other reasons. There could have been 2 scoops of reasons, Bran. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But hey, who doesn't love a little drama for their tournaments? Okay, we start the Tatsu. That's really good. What are we facing? This better be... What's the closest Pokemon to the Loch Ness Monster? Like Milotic? Oh, I was going to bench somebody, but I didn't think we'd be facing a Donk deck. Yeah, I guess Lapras would be it. I didn't think we were facing a Donk deck. Because it's been so long. Oh, well. You know, okay, never mind. They should just concede, I guess. I think they should just concede. I think I win this game. I'm not sure. We're facing a donk deck that didn't... Wait, what the hell? I can select one of the Char Cadet, but not the other one? This is... It's always funny when you get this glitch, and it's funnier when you can only select one of the two Pokemon. This game is so great. This is such a well-made game, isn't it? Press 1 if this is the greatest made game in history. All right, so let's go get the Char Cadet, because you can do it again. Well, remember, this is Master League, but we're under 1,500. All right, and then I think this is Moltres down. And, yeah, we'll put a Brave Bangle, I guess, on the Moltres? Well, no, I guess the Char Cadet, just in case they have, like, a lively stadium or something. And we got the air balloon. That is absolutely goated. This is exactly the combo. You want to attack first with Moltres and then follow it up with Char Cadet. So this is great. I can just two-shot their stupid Volcanion. But we totally win. And I'm very disappointed that my opponent is not playing a Lapras deck with that Tree Fitty name. Goddamn Loch Ness Monster. I need about Tree Fitty. So is this just a straight donk deck? Because getting to Master League with a donk deck is like the easiest way to get to Master League because you just beat off children for like the entire day. But if you don't get the turn 1 donk, you're just kind of screwed after that, and you probably should just give up, right? But yeah, PDCGL, if you're wondering, if you played PDCGL 2.5 years ago and you quit because you couldn't select the game-winning card you needed from your... What the hell? Is this the hit and run one? Okay. But yeah, if you played the game 2 years ago and you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I have to quit because I couldn't select the card that I needed, and I'm just done with this stupid game, and you checking in today and wondering, oh, I wonder if they fixed that glitch that should have been fixed 2.5 years ago. The answer is no. They have not. No, they absolutely have. What the? Okay. They have not fixed that, and it's kind of pathetic. Okay, luckily we're gonna... Oh no, we're gonna get knocked out between turns. So I basically have to knock out the Petron. What is this hand? Oh yeah, we can't because of the thing. What the hell is this hand? Okay, so I have to attach to you, and then I have to go Fighting Wings. And then, yeah, it doesn't matter what happens here with the coin flips and everything. So what do I do? That dude's knocked out. They're going to do 10 extra. So I think I send up the Char Cadet. Because they would have to have like a switch card here, right? Yeah, instead of fixing that glitch where you play Buddy Buddy Poffin and can only select one of your Char Cadet... You know, they added all... They keep changing the board every month. They add all these visual effects. The Pheasantipity lost its brightness. They decided to turn down the brightness. You know, the hollow effect is different for some reason. Cards bleed into each other. But, you know, they made all those positive changes. They didn't bother fixing what isn't broken, though, right? The selecting cards glitch, that's just IRL. That happens IRL too, right? You go to grab a card from your deck and your opponent holds onto it and won't let go. Yeah, they added cards randomly terrestrialized, and maybe that's what the random 2 hours of maintenance tomorrow was for. All right, so what they need this turn is a switch. All they need is a switch or a prime catcher if that's their ace spec. Yeah, or if your opponent eats your card. Yeah, something to that effect. I also don't have a playable hand. So my whole strategy of giving them the Char Cadet and then evolving into Ceruledge... Oh no, never mind. That worked out because of the... I forgot about the 10 damage from the poison. I'm just so used to it being Brute Bonnet. I'm just so used to it being 60 from the Brute Bonnet, but I forgot they attacked. Alright, so let's put the Battle Cage down. We'll pretend like we're using the Poffin. Like, we have a very good chance of winning the game. It's just they're going to be able to do the thing, and that's bad. Okay, heart of the cards. We're drawing 8 cards plus 3 with Pheasantipity. There's no way we don't get it. What the hell? We're not going to get it. Okay, so I have to go evolve into you. I have to Ultra Ball away the... Oh, good God. I have to get rid of the Iono and the Lilies. We have to go get Oh my God, are you kidding me right now? Are you absolutely kidding me right now? We prized both Revavroom. Okay. Oh, and we got knocked out between turns. I forgot about that. We got knocked out between turns. So we also don't get to do the thing. Oh my goodness. Forgot that we got knocked out between turns. But, you know, my whole strategy was to not put this guy into play. The whole strategy with this deck is you don't put the Ceruledge EX in play. That's out the window. So we prized both Revavroom and a Superior and probably some other things. This is why I don't check my prizes, because then I don't have a mental breakdown partially through the game. I have a mental breakdown during the game, which is much more interesting. Losing to a donk that didn't get the donk is something, yes, but I blame PDCGL for this one. Okay, so they got all the things. Confused and poison. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. This is horrible. Okay, so we're just taking 1,000,000 damage right now. That's cool. Loving that. Okay, so we just do the old retreat. We retreat into our Tatsugiri, exactly how I drew it up. And then I will Morty's let's see what we get off the Tatsugiri first. That's a Lilies. All right, and then we go Lilies for 6. Can I please not lose the game? Okay, we might not lose the game. We're probably going to lose the game, but what if we didn't, right? What if we didn't lose the game? Okay, so I need all the things. If they... So let's say they retreat into Volcanion. They can't. Unless they have a switch, they can't really retreat into Volcanion. They essentially have to just retreat into Excelgor and take the knockout via damage. I don't think they have a better option. Unless, of course, they have a switch, then we're... Yeah, unless they have a switch, then they're just going to go switch into Volcanion, burn my Tatsugiri, and then... I don't know. Because they have to assume they're going to lose somebody. Right? Like, are they going to risk losing their Excelgor? Because there's no reason to do anything after this. But it's like, if they retreat into somebody, they're losing somebody. There we go. Okay. So they're okay losing that guy. Really wish I had that Iono. Really wish I had that Revavroom. Oh my goodness. Really wish I had that Revavroom right about now. You know, with a hand like this, with 3 energy retrievals and a Super Rod, really wish I had that Revavroom. Yeah, well, there's 2 prizes. We're doing great. We're doing great, sweetie. Okay, am I gonna get a Revavroom? No, I didn't get a Revavroom. I got 2 Revavroom. And then we have to attack with this stupid thing. Okay. Yeah, we just kind of got sauced by this deck. It's not really a donk deck then, I guess, right? Because a donk deck would have played Brute Bonnet. Since they don't have Brute Bonnet, there's no way they could poison me. So aside from that first game, we've just been facing these horrible matchups. We got the stupid Blood Moon. When's the last time I played against Blood Moon or Saluna? That never happens. right? We're facing off against essentially single prize decks. After that, just absolute destruction of grass decks. And ayahuasca. Yeah, yeah. Why bother? Why bother thinking when you can just play? Oh, what are they doing? Why didn't they hit into me? Do they have a prime catcher or something? No. So the trolley is their ace spec. Okay. Okay, so they had the switch. I need to get lucky here. We need to get real lucky here. They go into Pecharunt. I get knocked out. What? Do I have any chance to win this game? I don't think so, right? If I just, yeah, if I go up with the Ceruledge, I could have gone up with like the Breviroom or something, but whatever. Okay, so we go up with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do all the things. Actually, no, we don't want 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that goes there. We Rumbling Engine. How the hell did I not get an INO? Okay, we're going to stick with this deck for one more game, and we're going to hate it because what the hell? Can I please just face another Golden Go deck? Just give me a Golden Go deck. That's all I'm asking for, PDCGL. Envy Crypt, thank you for the sub. If you have Amazon Prime, you can give me your Twitch Prime. And, you know, don't let it go to waste. Don't let Daddy Bezos take your money for nothing. You know, this is a capitalistic society. You can decide where your money goes. Why do you think Jimmy Kimmel came back on the air? It's because they lost so much money. You know, you don't matter, but if enough people who don't matter come together, then it's a sticky situation. But Problem Child, you'll have to be under 1,500, and we all know you're really good at this game. So I don't know if that's possible. Okay, just everyone, clench your cheeks, cross your toes, Golden Go. Crap! Okay, so Sharknado is a bit of a problem. Okay, never mind. This is a easy win. If this is Mega Sharpedo, I think we have a chance. Please tell me we didn't prize both Reviroom again. Okay, we did prize not really anything on the Pokemon side, which is good. Okay, so you go down. We're going to attract some customers like we're working the street on a Friday night. Okay. And I guess I put the Moltres down because there's not really anyone else I'm going to want on the bench here. Time to beat off a pedo? Damn straight. And if you're wondering why didn't I play INO? Because they didn't do anything and I don't want them to concede because we might have a chance in this game. And you have to assume they have a supporter and they just couldn't do anything, and also they have Call for Family, so they are definitely going to be in this game. If it's sharp... Oh, they think this is Ceruledge EX. Okay, we are so in there. This is great. Yeah, this is one fun part about this deck is that your opponent absolutely thinks it's Ceruledge EX. The downside, obviously, is that they play Monkey Dory. Maybe we'll get lucky and they won't put Monkey Dory, though they prized all their Monkey Dory. Okay, maybe they did. You don't know. You can't prove that. You can't prove I was there. All right, so that guy goes into play. We're probably going to need the Brave Bangle. I would very much like a Lily's, though. That's not a Lily's. Yeah, no one's expecting the bad Ceruledge. All right, so I need Air Balloon, and I need Air Balloon and more than that. Okay, so let's go Air Balloon. Yeah. I guess. Just the odds of me doing anything this turn are very, very low. I think I just go retreat, hit him for 20. Nah, we'll retreat into... I know they're gonna clutch me, but that's fine. You know, I'm gonna need time. I want them to, you know, do some things. I want them to take their time. And then I can bosses up a Sharpedo And maybe that'll help out a little bit. I don't know. I'm just trying to buy a little bit of time here. They have kind of jammed up their bench. They might have room for one Monkey Dory. But you have to hope and assume and wish and clench, yeah, that they're going to... Pumpkin Amy, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you as always. Raid and run. Hey, I appreciate it all the same. You know, if those viewers watch some ads, then I get more money. That's all I care about. But hopefully you had a fun stream, Amy. Hopefully the tournament went well. I've been very disappointed with tournament results so far from Phantasmal Flames. It's almost like the cards are underpowered. But this is a winnable matchup. Amy, I'm going to win this one for you. If I lose this game, it's your fault, Amy. But if I win, it was for you the whole time. Okay. This did not end up how I thought it was going to end up. Losing the Moltres this early isn't great, but we do have another one. The fact that they got rid of a Monkey Dory is also very, very good. Okay, there's an Ultra Ball that we can't really use. I mean, if I get a Lilies off the Totsadiri, then I think I do. Oh, God. Never mind. If we get a Lilies off the Totsadiri, then maybe we do. You know, if we get a Fire Breather or something. Okay, well, we currently don't have it like that. That's fine. I'm going to Buddy Poffin for the Char Cadet. I'm going to Super Rod the Moltres back in. And then we're going to draw 3 and hope for the best. Yes, because of the Amy raid, we all have to be on our best behavior now. Well, this is unfortunate. So we got the Lilies, but at what cost? Okay, so let's go get the Moltres back. I'm not going to risk drawing more cards off of the Fez just to not get what I need. And again, I think this will be put in the YouTube video just because this is kind of an ideal matchup. Obviously, the Sharpedo with the Monkey Dory combo is very scary. But I think I can overcome it because as long as they don't knock out the Ceruledge, and even if they do knock out the Ceruledge, we should be okay. But this will be included in the YouTube video just to show you. This is almost an ideal scenario, even though they have the Monkey Dory. But I can, if I can get a Brave Bangle and put the Brave Bangle on the Ceruledge, we knock out the Sharknado next turn. If I can't do that, then we are big screwed. We are big screwed. And there's an eye. Okay, thank you. You just gave me more cards. I'm going to be able to see about 14 cards next turn, and none of them will be what I need. Actually, that could be one of the ones that I need. Okay, so we have multiple Air Balloon. The Monkey Dory, again, is concerning. But we can take the KO. I just need to find a Brave Bangle. Or maybe they misclick, and they only get rid of 2 energy instead of... or 2 damage counters instead of 3, and they got rid of... okay. All right, well, here's how this is going to go. We're probably going to lose, but what if we don't? And Liquid Ghost, thank you. This is a fire build, but it's not what I would consider a fire build. Get it? It's a fire, but I would not consider it a fire build. Never mind. Okay, so let's get rid of probably the Char Cadet. Yeah, we just want to get rid of the Char Cadet. We want to thin the deck out as much as possible because we desperately need to not lose. That is the whole strategy right now, is don't lose. It's a crazy strat that hopefully works. Just give me a Lilies. Thank you. Okay, we're going to draw about 14 cards this turn. One of them has to be a Brave Bangle. That is not a Brave Bangle. One of these has to be a Brave... we also didn't get any energy either. Thank you. Okay, we also need to get a bunch of energy. We almost got screwed there. Okay, so I think we use the Superior in this situation, right? And we get rid of the stupid Fire Breather because it's the worst card ever printed. You know, the Fire Breather is only good if you play multiple copies of it. And then you kind of also need to play Totsadiri and Liquid Ghost. I hope when you're beating off those children, you think about me. Okay, so how do I win the game from here is the main question. We put a Fez into play. I guess I just have to go Ceruledge. That seems like the only potential option I have is just Ceruledge the Sharpedo twice. And Ian, welcome in. What's the goal of running this new Moltres and Fire decks? It does 110 damage for 1 energy against the X's, and that's just really good for softening people up. But yes, unfortunately, they're going to knock out the Tatsugiri with their Monkey Dory pings, and I don't have a way of healing that. The only thing I can do is bosses the monkey, but that seems really bad. I think my course of action is just try to win off of the I&O, right? So they'll knock out Ceruledge, they'll knock out Tatsugiri. They'll do that next turn. So I essentially just have to I&O them low, hope they can't find Fez. Okay, good. They haven't shown us a Fez. That's really strong. I can't put my Ceruledge EX down because that's a game-losing card. But again, this is just one of those situations where you have to play I&O, but you don't want to play I&O. Because the order of operations with this deck is that you want to have a 20-card hand and you still won't have any energy, as evidenced by what happened here. I think there's 12 energy in the deck. Did you notice how we didn't really get any? Did you notice how the deck was kind of lacking energy? There we go. So this is really bad. All right, let's go. Because again, they have the Monkey Dory. I think I Super Rod the Ceruledge back in, and then 1 energy. I have to I&O. Actually, no, sorry, we attach first. Don't be bad. We attach first. Actually, no, we attract customers first, even though I think it's only like 1 boss is left in the deck. Ooh, there's a Morty. Well, we don't want that. We want to just thin the deck of everything. We I&O. And then maybe I should have attracted customers after this because all my good cards are on the bottom, but we should have a ton of energy on the bottom of the deck as well. We also can't really lose that bosses if we want to win this game. Okay. We have a Max Rod. I may need to use Ceruledge EX to win the game, but this is all very, very concerning. Okay, let's go. I love Bidoof. Thank you for the raid. Let's go Moltres. Let's get 4. So we're going to put 220 on the dude. I know that for a fact. We're going to put 220 on the dude. The only question is, did they get a bosses? That is the difference between us winning and losing, is if they got a bosses, they win the game. And it just goes to show you how bad this deck is, that you have to have Fez in play. You basically have to have Rev of Room. And even if you draw 12 cards a turn, it's super duper sketchy. And Fire Breather is useless. Just play Earthen Vessel or literally any other card. But as long as they didn't find bosses, we most likely win the game. Because, I mean, you're like, oh, what if they do like a trap play? Well, if they do a trap play, that means they found bosses, right? If they got a trap play, that means they found the bosses. And I am curious about, oh, I think, is this the game where we saw their max belt? There's a Turo scenario. Ooh, interesting. That's really bad for us. That's really horrible. Was not expected. So we gave them another win condition. How are you not out of energy? You have to be out of energy. Those are the rules. You know, this is Fairly Odd Parents. Those are the rules. Those are the rules. You have to be out of energy. Okay, so they take a knockout. I don't really have any other course of action because they do exactly 270. Right? The only way that I could have won this game is if I get the Ceruledge EX, but again, we're still not doing enough damage. So let's go Rumbling Engine. Let's just draw a bunch of cards, see what happens. Okay, there's a thing. Yep. Can I get some playable cards? That's a negative. All right, so we go attach that, and yeah, we're just gonna come up real short here, and you have to get 1 energy off the superior because it's public knowledge. So yeah, you're seeing it. If any one thing goes wrong, if just one thing goes wrong, if they get a bosses at the right time, if they get a Turo at the right time, it's just having to piggyback is a terrible strategy for this deck. Monkey Dory makes life impossible. Just the fact that you always have to have 5 energy basically every turn is really bad. You know, Ceruledge EX is just better. You know, I have a Golden Go build that I'll check out on stream if you haven't subscribed to the VODs channel. I'll play Golden Go, I'll play regular Ceruledge EX. But what I found is that baby Ceruledge, unless you're facing, you know, a Fezandipity or a grass deck or a metal deck, this guy does not have a place. All right, so let's switch it up. And how did I only wait? I only got 300 experience for that. What the hell? That was like a full game PDCGL. Okay, so let's go. This one's kind of just the same thing, except with a lot more energy. But let's go over to the Ceruledge EX build. And yeah, this is the Sol Rock build, which is just Ceruledge EX. And this is the 56-minute mark. And we're in the 1400s, so the wait times get longer. Zekrom McGee, who probably has a terrible deck. All right. And Envy Crypt, what am I cooking? Hawk Tua is not viable. The only way that you're going to win with Hawlucha is if you're facing a deck that doesn't have Monkey Dora, your Frostlass, or Dragapult, or anything that can do anything. If you're facing a deck that has anything that can do anything, you're going to lose. It's the cards. It's not the player, it's the cards. And Ginkgo, that's coming up. It's coming up, but we gotta do all the new cards first. Right? Like Battle Cage isn't enough to bump it ahead of the line. Like this is not Disneyland. There's no fast pass for Battle Cage. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're facing a freaking high, and they just get the turn. Okay, all right. I see how this is gonna go, PDCGL. I see you. I see you, and I don't like you. Okay, well, let's just do things and see what happens. All right, the good news is they have to waste a turn to do the thing, and they also can't one-shot my Ceruledge. No, this is definitely going to be this exact game will be a VOD channel exclusive, but I am making a YouTube video about Ceruledge no matter what, just because I want people to know how bad it is. But this specific game, oh my god. I do wonder what their basic is. Right? Because in order for a Pokemon card deck to be legal, or I guess legal is the right term, it has to have a basic in it. You cannot build a Pokemon card deck without a single basic. You can put one basic in there. And also, did you notice that I didn't mulligan? Did I not mulligan at all? I didn't mulligan. There's nothing in that deck. I didn't mulligan. That is absolutely insane that I got 0 oh no, wait, they're playing. Wait, what? Okay, I am so confused right now. They're playing a High Dragon deck with Cinderace. I didn't notice that they have the baby Dino. And they didn't. Oh, that's nutty. That's nuttier than a professor. Okay, so the ultimate goal is to knock out the stupid Cinderace with Ceruledge and then win the game. Okay, that's bad. I think we get that guy out of there. And I'm just going to believe in the heart of the cards at this point. And we're just going to go for it. We're going to get the 4 energy, okay? We're going to get the 4 fire energy. It's going to be fine. We did not get the 4 fire. We didn't even come close to getting the 4 fire energy. That is, that's pretty cool. We didn't even come close to getting it. All right, well, let's, I mean, I guess I have to attach the legacy since we're probably going to have to Carmine next turn. And Samuels, you've joined us at a terrible time. We're facing a spread deck, and I don't have a Shaman. Oh, goodness. And also, Baby Ceruledge is absolute garbage. Even when you play 19 energy, you can never get it. In my defense, they are doing crazy things over there. Just starting they're raw dog in a Cinderace. Not a single one. Not a single mulligan. And they just have the rare Candy Hydreigon. Oh, goodness. Oh, and they got the Crispin, too. Are you freaking kidding me that that is their turn 3? That's kind of nuts. That is their turn 3, and yeah, we're gonna lose some dudes this turn, but we're gonna still have Ceruledge EX. And again, you're seeing there's no reason. Yeah, that Lily's was insane. They got literally everything. Yeah, this is the one game. This is your chance, Zekrom. Oh, they didn't go for my Charcadet? I would have gone for the Charcadet. I would have chosen one of the Charcadet to knock out here. All right, so I can now potentially win the game. Okay, so we get rid of that and that. We go for the old Fez. The old Fez and Stibbity. And yeah, I guess I should Fez first because we just need to get a million energy in the discard pile. All right, so Charcadet down. I need to do that. And then, yeah, we get 1, 2. We Carmine. And then hope for the best. That is not the best. That is arguably the worst. All right, well, what are they going to do? Win the game next turn? I'd like to see them try. So most likely they're going to hit my Ceruledge EX with Obsidian, knock out double Charcadet, and then I have to get an Ino and hope that this turn for them is trash. Because they're literally just a crashing headbutt away from winning the game. I mean, there's no way they go for a crashing headbutt here. And they got Mega Kangaskhan. Okay, I think that might be okay. Yeah, they're going for the Obsidian, knockout double Charcadet, easy call. Yeah, easy. And I gotta hope for an Ino. And I think I put 1 in the deck. And it's in the discard pile. Of course it is. Of course it's not in the deck. Alrighty, let's go. Yeah, just, yep. I don't see how we win this one, but what if we did? And Freebird, I think there's a video on the VODs channel about me trying to make Cinderace a thing, and it just went horribly. Yep, yeah, the fact that they didn't send up the Kangaskhan is very, very telling that they kind of just got it like that. Okay, I mean, they basically don't have to do... Yeah, they don't even have to do anything this turn. They can just kind of sit back and relax. And my only real... Oh, man. Okay, the fact that we lost to this is not towards deck, okay? They just had the absolute goated turn 1, goated turn 2, goated turn 3. And I'm playing a janky Ceruledge deck that, you know, just can't get it up. Okay. I guess we're in a situation where I go... We can't even do 280. Isn't that sad? We can't even do 280 in a deck designed to do more than 280. Oh, I could have I'm so tilted right now. We could have maybe done it, but probably not anyway. Don't worry about it. I could have retreated into Lunatone. I could have super rotted the Sol Rock in and Ultra Balled for the... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ian, stay as far away as you can. Stay, okay, any time. Stay as far away as you can from Empoleon. Okay, just stay as far away from it as possible. You know, I asked PDCGL to give me Golden Go decks all day. They tease me with a right off the rip. We face a grass deck, and then we get nothing afterwards. Just absolutely nothing after that. We're going to be under the 1400s with this stupid thing, aren't we? All right, Mateo 91. Yeah, Empoleon was bad, but thank you to everyone who's watched it on the VODs channel. It hasn't translated to subs. It's so disappointing when you upload a video to the VODs channel and it gets views, and then you're like, I make $0 from this. And my viewers might be seeing ads, but I don't get the revenue YouTube does. So if you're on the VODs channel and you get an ad, I don't make any money from that. We have to get to 1,000 paid sub, or 1,000 just subscribers before I can make money on it. Because when they announced that they were lowering the requirements, they said, oh, you only need 500 subscribers to make money on YouTube. Well, they actually meant for channel memberships. They didn't mean for ad revenue. There's a big difference. And we get our 1 INO instead of any of our 4 Carmine. This game is great. You know, you choose to go first because you put 4 Carmine in the deck, and then PDCGO just spanks your butt. Okay, yeah, I don't care. I don't care right now. This is probably going to be a loss anyway. Okay. I mean, we do kind of just get a free prize on the Psyduck, right? Unless they retreat it. And we lose. Whatever deck they're playing, I'm guessing that a turn 1 trolley is going to be good for them. Oh, it's Mega Absol. Okay. Okay, gotta get the YouTube voice ready. Normally, this is a great matchup for Ceruledge. Unfortunately, Trust Your Pilot has decided that he doesn't want to play a good Ceruledge deck, and he wants to play the baby Ceruledge deck. And guess what? This is a horrible matchup for that. All right, so let's go. I can gather strength. I don't think they can take a knockout next turn. I essentially... Ooh, okay, that's fine. We can do some things. We can shake and bake. All right, let's go... Char Cadet. Play with our Dong. Get a fighting energy. All right, we can maybe make this work. My Lunatone is Mega Evolving. That's cool. Super well made game. There's another Char Cadet. We'll put you into play as well. And then I guess I Legacy Energy this guy and we just gather some strength. So let's get, yeah, 1 of each. I would assume, based on my extreme knowledge of this matchup, my opponent is going to Turbo Energize and Turbo Energize to their Mega Absol. But we can definitely win this game. If you haven't noticed, Boss's Orders works on Latias, and Latias has less than 220 hit points. As long as they don't put their stupid Lively Stadium down, we will be totally fine. If I can Lunatone into Baby Ceruledge and a Fire Energy, we will win the freaking game, and they will tell stories about this deck for years to come. and we will be so happy. And Logan, you will be so happy with me. You'll be like, oh my God, Pilot, you're so good at this game. But if we don't get it this turn, we probably just lose because they're going to Claw of Darkness my bosses. So if I don't use, it's a use it or lose it situation. If I don't use my bosses this turn, we're going to lose it. And, you know, the fact that this new Char Cadet from Phantasmal Flames has a 2 retreat cost really sucks. The attack is great for this particular deck, but the 2 retreat cost sucks. Okay. Lunatone, I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you so hard. Hey, we got it. we got it. We are barely saved. All right, get out of here, laddie ass. No one likes your face. Your face is ugly. Yeah, I said it. Your face is ugly. And Logan, you can check out my guide and my rant videos, and the answer is yes. Celebrations is still absolutely the best way to go. It's realistically the only way to go now after all the nerfs and everything. So the bad news is that credit gain is like 40% less now. Oh my God. See, if I keep beating this deck, if I'm beating this deck with freaking baby Ceruledge, you know it's bad, right? I'm going to have to win with this guy at the end. And I did cut Blowtorch. So yes, that is a little bit unfortunate. I had to cut Blowtorch from the deck because I never used it. And then, of course, you know, we face this matchup. All right. Oh, you think you're so clever. Oh no. I'm just going to do nothing. They think they're so clever. I'm just going to do nothing and that'll win me the game. Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah, that guy goes there. I don't think I want to do anything. So we are in a situation where I don't do anything. If I don't want to do anything, I'm not going to do anything. We're going to do 0 damage. Well, I think if you're a new player or if you left for a little bit and you came back, I'll save the pal pad because we do have 2 bosses. So I might want to save the pal pad for a little bit later. Though, do I have the Iono in there? Oh, I do. So yeah, I should have put the bosses in the Iono back in the deck. But yeah, you still kind of need to credit farm. It's like, well, what do you want to spend the trainer points on, right? It's not necessarily you need to credit farm because they do give you so much free stuff now, which is great. But you do accumulate a lot of trainer points and you need something to spend them on. So why not spend them on the thing that gives you the most trade credits, which is celebrations packs. So it's less about credit farming, more about just getting credits and spending the trainer points on something, making them go towards something, not just wasting them on frivolous things like stupid sleeves that no one's going to use, though. These were LAIC exclusives. You can't get them anymore. If you ever see me in the chat of a regionals tournament, oh, okay. Are you trying to masterfully bait me into, I should have used the pal pad. Yeah, the 6-pack is definitely the best one. Well, there goes my pal pad. I should have listened to you. Slyvelly, should have listened to you. That's my bad. Though at this point, I can definitely hit into the Mega Absol. Oh, what? Wait, what? Why? Okay, that's cool. Love that. Interesting decision by my opponent. We're going to put the Iono and the bosses back in the deck. All right, I was not expecting that. Maybe the timer started counting down. Maybe the timer started to get mad at them. All right, they didn't take a knockout. My bad. That's a Trust Your Pilot oopsie. I just expected, you know, I'm just so used to decks taking knockouts. I forgot that that deck doesn't really do it. All right, so let's go attach to you. I think I Abysmal Flames, right? I'm going to do it. Let's see. So this is just a teaching moment, right? This is a teaching moment to see after they hit into you, is it worth it? Right? Because yes, they can set up a knockout on like my Fez or something, but this is what I was worried about is what if they put a Lively Stadium down, then I do kind of need to do this. And my hand isn't very good. Like, what are they going to do? Get rid of my Battle Cage? Actually, that's actually kind of bad. And yeah, if you ever see Pilot in a chat and you reply to him, you're going to get deleted because they have it out for Pilot. Okay, so they're going to heal 60, so we are literally and figuratively going to lose because they're going to get rid of my battle cage, and that'll put them out of range of my Ceruledge, my baby Ceruledge, because again, the card is terrible. They have Monkey Dory, you lose. But I am in a situation where maybe I can make some things happen. There's no way they go for the Fez this turn, right? There's no way they're going for the Fez. You have to knock out the Ceruledge. And you knock out the Ceruledge, and then you get rid of my battle cage, okay? Mateo, you did the wrong thing last time. You're going to do the right thing this time. I believe in you, Mateo. Okay, wait, are they going to... Okay. This is actually kind of really smart. Never mind. Oh, okay. All right. I thought they were going to attack with the Monkey Dory, which was actually a really smart move. Yeah, they got rid of the battle cage. That's fine. They take one prize. So I have to get my Ceruledge EX back, and it's almost like this deck is better if you just play it as a Ceruledge EX deck. You know, one copy of this guy is... Oh my god, Pheasant, Squawkabilly. You're the worst thing in the history of the universe. Okay. How do we do this? How does Trust Your Pilot do? I think we play with our rod first. I think we go boom, boom, boom. Because there's no way we don't get something, right? Well, at least my Terrastal is terrastalizing. At least the Terrastalizer is terrastalizing. Okay, and then we go Lunar Cycle. What the hell is this hand? What the hell is this? Okay, no big deal. We're fine. Everything's great. Why do you ask? I guess I just, you know, or do I? Yeah, sure. I don't know. I have so many playable cards in my deck, and they give me none of them. All right, so we got our Ceruledge EX. That's good. Please tell me this is a knock. Oh, we don't have a fire energy. We're kind of missing the one card we actually need. All right, so let's go that down because things are going swimmingly right now. Okay, so the one good piece of news about what has transpired is that they are now in range of my baby Ceruledge. And Empoleon Archaludon, that seems like a terrible deck. Energy Switch, okay. Does this mean they're attacking with Kangaskhan? God, I wish this was just a Ceruledge EX deck. I tested this for hours. You know, you think, oh, Pilot's experiencing this for the first time. No, this is one of the few times where I spend hours testing the deck trying to find the perfect combo. Let me save you all the time. The perfect combo does not exist. This is not it. Unfortunately, I can't recommend you playing Baby Ceruledge in any way, shape, or form. Like, if you want to put one copy in your Ceruledge EX deck for things like Latias and Pheasantipity and Golden Go and whatever crappy grass decks are out there, sure. But the fact that you have to discard 4 basic fire energy from hand, as you've seen, I have built my deck specifically to have 4 basic fire energy in hand. And even when you go out of your way to make that happen, it's still really difficult. So just randomly chucking in a copy into Ceruledge EX. Well, we're losing somebody. I would imagine they're going for my Fez. Hot dog in your buns? No, Alakazam's just a good deck. I would not consider Alakazam a rogue deck. It is just a good deck. What? Now you're going for this guy? What the hell is happening? I am so are they going to confuse me? Is that their plan? They're going to confuse me and just keep moving damage counters? Because they know I only have 1 card in my hand and it's trash and they're going to win and... Oh, God, that was a waste of 10 minutes of our life. Everyone just wasted 10 minutes of our life. Mateo, you just wasted everyone's time. I'm very disappointed in you, Mateo. Okay, we're going to try one more. Oh, they didn't. I guess they didn't have a psychic energy for the Monkey Dory. I just assumed that energy would allow them to do it, but yeah, I guess I wasn't really looking. Okay, so this deck plays 4 Carmine and a Squawkabilly and lots of balls. Yeah, I won that game, but it's not going in the YouTube video. Well, yeah, the baby Ceruledge is not good in any format. So I think realistically, I'll just try to get like 2 more games, no matter how they go. Yeah, quit staring at my Venus. My eyes are up here. Okay, I mean, when I said I wanted the Squawkabilly, I didn't mean in this capacity. That's an L. Take their hot dog buns. When I said that I wanted Squawkabilly and Carmine in my starting hand, not like this. But the good news is that we can do a couple things. So we go and get the... I mean, I guess I have to go get Char Cadet. I guess. So I'm going to put the Sol Rock into play. I'm going to get rid of Ceruledge EX and a Fighting Energy. I'm going to Char Cadet for the Legacy. Because we don't want to lose that Legacy energy. That'd be very bad. Okay, so the Legacy on the Char Cadet. Play with our Rod to put the Ceruledge EX back in. If you're wondering, why do you play Super Rod? Why play Super Rod? Well, because, oh my god, the freaking crap in my pants. Okay, this is fine. The reason I play Super Rod is because you need to be able to recycle some things, and like superior energy retrieval isn't always a viable option. Let's go Gather Strength. And I think it's still... Yeah, I'll just Pal Pad the thing back in, whatever. Okay. Again, we'll take it. I'll take it. It gives me cards for a couple turns. I will take it. It's not the best hand. We can knock out a Tatsugiri if we get a Ceruledge. You know, this is the downside of playing 19 energy. Okay, so this is a winnable matchup. The problem is that this is a winnable matchup for Ceruledge EX. This is not a winnable matchup for a baby Ceruledge with Ceruledge EX. And obviously, if I was playing Ceruledge EX, I would have attached the energy to the Sol Rock, and I would have been able to knock out the Tatsugiri. It's just, you have to play Ceruledge EX differently if you want to throw in the baby Ceruledge, and just, it's not conducive to what you want to do. Okay, that's a lot of Binding Mochi for a deck that hasn't shown me a Pecharunt. Alright, well, I guess I just... Yeah, I'll just Gather Strength or something, right? Ooh, hello. Never mind. Okay, don't fail me. Get me any energy. Any energy. There's 19 in the deck. Literally any energy would have been fine. I would have been happy with any single energy you could have given me. You gave me nothing. Okay, well, let's retreat. I'm going to gather some strength. Hopefully they don't Iono me. We're going to put the Char Cadet into play. And I guess we're going to put you down. I'm going to gather strength. I'm going to go get, sure, 2 fighting. So the fact that they didn't put a Hero's Cape on either of their Carvana bodes quite well. It's quite bodacious. And since I'm assuming this will be in the YouTube video because it's either going to be a sad loss or a sad win, I will mention that, so in the video for the Ascended Heroes preview, Stunfist was in the video. There's conflicting information. Some people say that yes, you will be able to do 100 damage with Mega Lopunny the next turn with Stun Fist, just like how you could with the Baby Mawile from the Lost Box deck. Other translations, like from Pokebeach and Pokemon Proxies, say it's only the Stun Fist that does the boosted damage. So we're just going to have to wait and see. The set is out on Friday in Japan, so it's... Okay, we can do this. So we'll know pretty soon. Like, if Mega Lopunny plays, like, 2 copies of Stun Fist, that's a pretty obvious sign that the translation was incorrect. Ooh, hello. Okay, let's go... What do I got in there? Nothing good. All right, let's try to get a couple fire energy. Okay, let's... Remember when I said let's try to get a couple fire energy? Could we please try to do that? Okay, we got him. All right. So I want to get rid of the Lunatone. We go get 2 fire. Does it make any sort of sense to do anything other than just put 220? You know what? I'm gonna believe in the heart of the cards. We're going double Ceruledge. This is how confident I am right now. We're going double Ceruledge. Because they have to attach to their active if they want to do anything this turn. I hope. I'm assuming they're going to have to attach to their active, or they could just, you know, Turo scenario, or they could Toxtricity, attach Sharpedo. The odds of them using Monkey Dory for anything good this turn are quite low. And if they bosses my Fez, that's fine. We can just get it back. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine, because we actually don't even need the Fez right now. We just knock out their Sharknado and win the game. So you know what? I'm going to go without. I'm going to withhold. I'm going to pretend like this is, you know, triple N. No Naganadal November. All right, so let's get a fighting energy in there. Okay. Ooh, hello. Let's Turo that Squawkabilly out of there. Yeah, let's get that dude out of there. And we play with our... Do I play with my rod? Is it too early to play with my rod? I think I should play with my rod. Press 1 if I should play with my rod. All right, so let's get the 4 fire back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess I could put a Fez and a Charcadet back in. But, like, that's all I could do. Sure, let's go Fez and Charcadet. Fez, Charcadet, and... Do I even put a fighting? Because I think there's 8 fighting in the deck, so we'll hold off on that for now. And then I'll just draw a bunch of cards. Seems like a fantabulous plan that could easily get blown up. Okay. Let's go. I mean, there's no way we get another Infernal Slash off this game. The odds of me getting another Infernal Slash off this game are lower than my balls when I drop them on the ground. And I have to pick them up. All right, here we go. We got another one. And hot dog buns. Well, if you watch the beginning of the video, I said, I cautioned you, there's only going to be 2 products available on day 1, which is insane. It is absolutely insane that they're going to give us 2 products on day 1, and it's a 2-pack with like Larry's Komala Harris, and then a 3-pack with a new Charmander or a Ghastly, and then 3 weeks later you can get the ETB with 9 packs. So it's going to be like the first month of Ascended Heroes, the prices of cards are going to be insane. Because you have to assume that it's just going to be the lowest availability possible. Yeah, it's going to be, if you think it's rough now, just wait. Just you wait. All right, so they're going for the Fez. I will not put another 2-prizer into play unless I have game. That's obviously the obvious decision here. Oh, they're going to Iono me? No, they played Lilies. They're not going to Iono me. And Super Smash Kart, that's the one we're playing next. So the Golden Go build has just 2 Charcadet and then 1 of each Ceruledge. All right, well, now I can put this guy into play. Now it doesn't matter. And let's play with our Dong. We get the fighting. We have so many... Ooh, we can even get the air balloon. Absolutely goated. I don't think I want to attach the air balloon, though. And then I go, I mean, let's have a moral victory here, right? Let's get rid of Nest Ball and Research, because we might be in a situation where we don't want to screw that up. All right. We get 4 energy back. Yeah, that was today. If you missed it, it was today. All right, so we retreat. Ceruledge. Boss is the Peturunt. They are going to Iono me to 1, which is concerning. But how can we lose? With a hand like this, how can we lose? You know, I know what's about to happen. Doesn't matter. We're still going to win. Because they're like, I just got sauced by this baby Ceruledge. I got to knock it out. You know, Trust Your Pilot must have more superior energy retrievals. And it's like, nope, I'm out of rods and I'm out of retrievals. So if you knock out my Ceruledge EX this turn, you win the game. Because I want to give you a chance. I want to make the ending interesting. I could have just attacked with Ceruledge EX, or just knocked out their active and gone to 2. Obviously, you promote the Tatsugiri. Don't think they're here. Well, unfortunately, it appears my opponent rage quit because, I mean, if you get Infernal Slashed for 5 prizes, you kind of have to give up. We know they have an Iono. They would have promoted their Tatsugiri. If you didn't know, what happens if your opponent goes AFK, the Pokemon that's on your furthest left, that gets promoted. So if you're ever wondering if your opponent's here or not, if the Pokemon on the far left gets promoted after a KO, that means they're not there. And that is your Trust Your Pilot lesson for the day. That, oops, you just forgot your grandma's name. Sorry. Next game, please. Alrighty. No, the new Colossal is just trash. The new Colossal is not good. Because it's a stage 2. If it was, you know, if it was a basic, absolutely. If it was a basic, that Colossal would be great in a lot of decks. You know, put that attack on Titan, and things are much better. All right, well, we win that one. Okay, it's Golden Go time. The Golden Go one is just a Golden Go deck with a Ceruledge. It's just a Golden Go with a Ceruledge. All right, so Raw Fire. And what time are we at? Because I just need one more game for the YouTube video, and we're good. We are so good. The Venus. Ow, right in my Venus. Yeah, Walking Plane, I try to look at the bright side. When I do those preview videos, I try to be like, oh, here's how this card could work. I'm a little bit more optimistic about the future. Okay, well, this is... If they put a Fez down, maybe we can do something. But no, the Colossal's not good. The Metacham is not good. Just nothing really that they showed off is good. You call your girlfriend's cat Venus? Is it because it has a red rocket all the time? I have a feeling they're going to concede. You have no idea how much I want to use the Fire Breather right now, because you know they're going to get rid of it. That Fire Breather is not long for this world. But we're facing... Actually, let's see what Ceruledge we got. We got multiple Ceruledge. We don't really need the Genesect. But I guess if I'm prepping for an Iono, then putting the Genesect down does make sense. All right, so we go. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? I'd rather draw into things that are not Golden Go if they Iono me. And let's go minor errand running. I will get 1 metal and 1 fire. Because again, if they Iono me, I want to have a chance to get a metal energy and take a KO. Oh, cat's name is Bean? Okay, that makes more sense. But just, you're seeing this. Golden Go does not need Ceruledge. Golden Go is great on its own. You know, you play Superior Energy Retrieval. I think this is where Ceruledge is best suited. Did you just get a turn 2? Okay. And Frank, thank you for the love, but I only accept love in the form of money. You might want to get another. Yeah, you might want to get more basics. You know, words are meaningless. Money is all that matters to me. But yeah, just if you're gonna try to make Baby Ceruledge work, put like 1 copy, like a 1/1 in Golden Go, or just like 1 copy in Ceruledge EX. Focusing your entire deck on Baby Ceruledge is not gonna work because, you know, I can't even knock out a Pidgeot EX. Like, I have these crazy ideas like, oh, what if you go remove Revavroom, pair it with Lunatone Solrock, have Lilies and Iris, and then just Superior plus regular Energy Retrieval plus Max Rod. And it's like, even in that situation, doesn't seem very good, right? The damage output is just too low. What happens first? GTA 6 release or PDCGL gets his bug fixed? How about neither? What if neither? Okay, so we actually... Oh my god, Fire... I should have played Fire Breather last turn, because we'd be able to take a knockout on the Pidgeot. Okay, let's just... I mean, I can still maybe knock out the Pidgeot. Like, let's be real. I could still potentially knock it out.
I was born today.
And Goliath, and you got me a gift? Thank you. Oh, I get it. You're 9 months old. I get it. Okay, so let's go attach to you, get rid of 2 fire. I mean, I guess I bosses the Charmeleon. Sure, why not? You know, this deck makes no sense. Why not do something that makes no sense? Right? Why do something that makes sense when you can be an idiot? And also, if they expose a Mega Charizard, we also prized our Max Rod. Thanks, BDCGL. Love you as always. You're my best friend in the world. But I can definitely knock out a Megazard. And the only thing they can realistically do this turn is Rare Candy into Megazard, attach an energy, knock out a Golden Go, and then their entire board is just nothing. And I think if they do that, an Iono isn't really in the cards. I also, if you're keeping track, I prized Max Rod and Fezandipity. I don't know what else I prized, but Max Rod and Fezandipity are kind of 2 important pieces. And Fire Breather, just don't play this card. Like, if you compare this to Precious Trolley, a lot of people, oh, if I don't have space for Buddy Buddy Poffin, like if 4 Buddy Buddy Poffin is out of the cards, you just put in Precious Trolley, right? Because then it's 1 card, gets you all your basics. You can cut your balls, you can remove your Poffins, and it just Precious Trolley is just 1 card that replaces like 5. But Fire Breather, 7 fire energy, but you could just naturally draw into 3 of your 9, and then it just... I'd rather just have Earthen Vessel and just the raw draw of Golden Go. Right? In order to jam in the Ceruledge into this deck, you have to cut the consistency. Like, I'm confident I can win this game. That's not the issue here. The issue here is that... Oh, okay, we win. We've won this game. I can tell you right now, if they put a Mega Charizard into play, we have won this game and they will rage quit. And wait a second. Wait a second. What Charizard was that? Um, okay. Um, that was an interesting decision. I mean, no matter which Charizard they got, the only way they could have taken a knockout is if they got the Megazard, but they're playing the 80 hit point Charmander. As I said, the 80 hit point Charmander is great if you start it, but you can't get it with Poffin. That is the absolute worst thing, is that you can't get it with Poffin. All right, well, Fire Breather, this is like the one chance you'll ever have to shine. What are you, a Temu knockoff? This is your one chance to shine? Huh? Get it? To shine? Alrighty, and I guess I put my Ceruledge EX into play because we're going to start being able to do the things pretty soon. Yeah, that's fine. And how much energy is in there? We got 3. But this is, I need to put but the baby Ceruledge isn't going to do anything. If I evolve, the baby Ceruledge is doing nothing. All right, so I want to get rid of the Cleffa and the Poffin. Just going to get all the energy out of the deck. I will attach to you. Let's actually, I don't think I retreat. I don't think it's worth retreating off the energy here. I was thinking, oh, I could retreat off the energy and we'd be okay. No, that's bad. But yes, obviously that's an underwhelming play by my opponent. But if you think about it, we prized Max Rod, Pheasantipity, and Superior Energy Retrieval. What the hell? If they'd gone for the baby Charizard EX, they still wouldn't have it. Because they would have done 210, and that isn't even knocking out my Genesect. So they should play Megazard, but you're seeing the issues. My opponent is perfectly encapsulating, Corp, the issues with the Charmander and Dawn. So this guy, great if you start it, but I don't think you can play more than 2. If you play 4 of this Charmander, you are in a very rough spot, because you want to be able to Poffin for your Pidgey, you want to Poffin for, you know, at least 2 Charmander. Relying on your balls and Artisan is not conducive to your good health. Transporter callback. Okay. Well, that's a pretty easy one. They're probably like, wait, how did you do that so quickly? Well, look at my hand. How did you do that Xerosic so quickly? I've definitely seen an uptick in the amount of Xerosic in this part of Master League. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind double attaching to Genesect. I should have an air balloon or 2. Why can't I click on my discard pile? Okay, I can right click on my discard pile. I can't left click on it. That's weird. Okay, let's just draw a bunch of cards, I guess. Because there's nothing to really get from the deck. Hopefully I don't have another Xerosic. That could be bad for us. Okay, just an air balloon. Well, that's... I mean, sure. I may as well Lilies for 6 and see if we can get an air balloon. We cannot. But like, you again, look at it. Look at what's about to happen is they're going to put maybe their Ho-Ho in the active, and I can't even knock out a Ho-Ho. All right, let's get rid of... I mean, I may as well get rid of an Arven at this point. Who really cares? 2 air balloon, by the way. So I'm not sure if they can win. But as you can see, like, if I win this game, it's not really a win because the baby Ceruledge did nothing. This was just Golden Go with 4 wasted cards. Well, like 5 or 6 wasted cards. I mean, I can take an Oral Victory and Arven for Superior and Air Balloon. I could do that. I could go Arven for Air Balloon and Superior and knock them... Actually, no, I can't. Because I would need another energy. I would need a fire energy. So I have to get... I'm going to go for it, okay? For the YouTube audience, if this makes it in the YouTube video, that means there wasn't a better game after this. And I apologize. But I'm going to go for it. We're going to Arven for Air Balloon. Or no, do I Arven second? Answer in the comments below. What is the proper sequencing here? Do I Arven first to get out the air balloon, but also get out the... No, I think it is Arven first. I think it is Arven first because my ultimate goal is to Arven for like Max Rod and air balloon. And then Super Rod, like a fire energy back in, and then draw 4 with Golden Go. So I think with that line of play, the correct option is to Arven first. But if I go for Max Rod, that's 5, and that's 5 fire, which is all I need anyway. Yeah, but I mean, the Ceruledge, I wanted this to be a better card than it was. I did kind of hype it up a little bit because I was like, hey, 220 for 1 energy, and you can evolve from a Char Cadet. You just put that in Ceruledge EX. No, because... Yeah, I mean, yes, but no, because I'm a crazy person. All right, well, we got it. We got the Superior. So I think it's just, I'm going to go Arven for Air Balloon and, yeah, Max Rod. And then we go Super Rod, 1 fire back in the deck. And I guess I'll put the Char Cadet in there as well. And sure, the Pheasantipity can join the party with my Terastallizing Fire Energy. Why not? Because this game makes so much sense. Okay. Just, yep. Keep it going. Keep it going, PDCGL. Awesome. Oh, we can actually, I can Vitality Band the okay. We're switching it up. I'm switching it up here. We're going Retreat into this guy. I'm going to get rid of Mole Trace and Buddy Puffin. We're going for the knockout on the dude, okay? That is the strat. We're going for the knockout on the dude now. I'm going to knock out this guy for game. That is Trust Your Pilot strategy, and he will not hear any condescension to the contrary. What am I, a Malamar? We're going to be in the contrary? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I will not finish this game. This game will only end if I knock out the Ho-Oh with the Ceruledge. That's it. There will be no other way that this game ends. And if I don't accomplish that goal, you can all spank my balls. And that would be, oh no. I wish I had the Pheasantipity down. Well, we got the Pheasantipity, so we should be okay. The question is, do I go up with the gold and go with the energy to draw an extra card? And if I get an energy, I can just retreat it. Or is that dumb? Hey, they also play Max Rod. Twinsies. I don't know. I don't think I do that, right? Because if everything goes wrong, then I need to pivot. I need to pivot. All right, so bosses on this guy for game. That's how we do it. Though I guess in that case, I do want the extra card. All right, Golden Go with the energy on it in the active. I can either get an energy or I can get an air balloon. Yeah, gotta love whipping out our Max Rods and just showing each other what they can do. Ian got the Friends reference. There you go. No one ever gets the Transporter reference. Because the original Transporter movie, when Jason Statham injects the random bad guy with the placebo, like with his water, he injects him with water, and then the guy freaks out and he's like, "What did you just? Do you know what you just did?" He's like, "Something not conducive to your good health." You gotta appreciate those lines. The Transporter's a classic. Okay, we're drawing a bajillion cards this turn. There's no way we don't get it. That's step, wait, we got it. We just need the bosses. Okay, step 1, get the bosses. Step 2, get the bosses. Step 3, get the freaking bosses. Yes! We did it, everybody! See? Ceruledge is great when you put 1 copy in Golden Go and they have a random Ho-Oh that makes no sense. You haven't seen, well, only watch the first 2 Transporter movies. The third one kind of sucks, and then the reboot is just awful. There we go. See, YouTube audience, I do this for you. You absolutely deserve this. Go watch the Transporter tonight. Transporter 2, I would argue, is better. Transporter 3 is not as good, but it is part of the trilogy. And then the Transporter Reloaded or Refueled or whatever it is, that is... Why? Who's like, oh yeah, we need to reboot the Transporter with the bad guy from Deadpool and not do anything interesting with it? Oh, there's a great idea. All right, so I showed off the Golden Go. Let's see what else I got. What else did Trust Your Pilot cook up in his kitchen? Okay, so we have a fire breather build. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut 2 Iono, and I'm gonna go for actually no, let's go for Morty. We're gonna go for Morty. So we're gonna have 4 Superior, Prime Catcher, Bosses. I think is Max Rod better? I don't know. We're gonna test this one out. We got a fire breather build. I guess I could put like a Night Stretcher in here or something. But whatever. Is there really an optimal way to play this? Not really. So we're back to the bad version. Oh, they finally announced what the maintenance is for. Guess what the maintenance is? It's very detailed. In order to perform necessary services maintenance, Pokemon TCG Live will be down for 2 hours tomorrow at 8 a.m. So very in-depth. Very in-depth patch notes. We're going to fix services maintenance, to do services maintenance for 2 hours. So they're not actually fixing anything. They're doing servers maintenance. Yeah, literally that's all they say. It's just servers maintenance. That's all it is. That's literally all it is we're doing servers maintenance. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. oh, God, yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to waste some things here. Oh, this is great. This is great. Watch the Totsadiri be prized. If the Totsadiri's prized, then I have to go for Fez. If the Totsadiri is prized, then Trust Your Pilot has to go for Fez. And I don't need bosses, I don't think, in this matchup, but just in case they have something crazy. Wait, did I just get rid of both fire? Oh my god, I was not thinking. I got too carried away. I was not thinking. I don't know why I did that. Well, it doesn't matter now. We're gonna have to we have to get rid of bosses anyway. But no, this is all part of my plan because now I can go into Totsadiri and we can lose the game if I don't get a supporter. It's very simple. Hey, we got a supporter. All right, well, we're still probably going to lose the Totsadiri, but that's fine. Well, it's not fine. I made a huge error in judgment, but we're going to be able to play Fire Breather twice. How can we lose if we can play Fire Breather twice? Oh my god, I'm actually going to lose this game, aren't I? I'm going to lose this game because I was thinking about the Transporter and how I'm just going to absolutely sauce them up like I'm a gardener. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We did just lose both of our Fire Breather. But the only way they can do anything is if they get another Grass Energy in their hand, and they just gave me literally the perfect hand in existence, and I don't even need the stupid Totsadiri anymore. So yeah, this is just perfect. This is perfect scenario. This is Professor Turo's dream scenario. You know, did you know that they just added a Lucario Love Doll and a Dragonair Love Doll to the Pokemon Center website? They're 4 feet tall, and Lucario's tail is doing it for me, let me say. Oh, they're scared. They know. They know. Oh, this is a Ceruledge deck. I got to be careful here. Well, joke's on you. This is a baby Ceruledge deck. This is much worse than a Ceruledge. So now they're probably going to be like, oh, I read the card, now I lose. Well, maybe you don't. Well, you know, maybe you don't lose this game. Because Totsadiri is doing Totsadiri things and failing me as per usual. So yeah, the Genesect, again, I try to be optimistic about cards when I'm previewing them, and it's like, yes, you can put a copy of Genesect in your Venusaur deck, and you can snipe a ton of damage, right? You can snipe 200. Like, I don't understand why this isn't a one of in Mega Venusaur. This should absolutely be a one of in Mega Venusaur. It won't make it better. It won't fix the consistency issues that plague it massively, but it's a card that exists and it makes it better. Right? Cut something. Cut a grass energy? I don't know. You got to cut something, though. That's the problem. It's like you play 2 stage 2 lines, Forest of Vitality. They drew 8 cards, and they're still not going to get anything going this turn. They know I got rid of my bosses, and they're like, okay, that's fine. And also a superior. That's less fine for me. Okay. Let's go attract customers. See if we can get a Lilies or something. Oh my god, you are the worst card ever printed. Are we just gonna do nothing back and forth? Ooh, okay, we got the knockout. Hey, oh, is that all of my energy? Okay, so we have 2 rods and 2 superiors and an energy recycler. I think we got this one. You know, I have a deadly premonition that we're gonna win this game. Because we just have everything. There's nothing they can do now. What are they going to do? Ionomi to 5? Oh no, only 5 cards and a Totsadiri? And Kelsey, 8 months. It feels like it's been way longer. And that's why we haven't been getting supporters off the Totsadiri. But I appreciate it. Simp? No, Kelsey is appreciating the expert gameplay on display here, where all you have to do is face grass decks. And if you're wondering, why haven't I faced Golden Go today? It's because I'm sub 1500 to Master League, and Golden Go's in the plus 1500 category. And why am I facing a lot of Venusaur today? I just answered it. We're in the sub 1500. Okay, well, that's bad. But I mean, I'm just going to take multiple prize cards every turn. Like, it's fine. I just take all the prize. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Clam Burglar. Hey, who's the one? Let me guess. You don't even have these sleeves. They do realize they lose 4 energy if they go this way, right? you do realize you lose 4 energy. Okay, maybe if they get... No, if they get Meganium, it doesn't matter. They just have to go get a Chikorita and hope for the best, or get a Fez. Oh, they're going... Oh, sorry, a Bayleaf. Yeah, sorry. They have to evolve Chikorita into Bayleaf. I guess they're going for Totsadiri. Oh, they're going for the Charcadet. Okay, not who I would have chosen, but that's okay. And again, they lose 4 energy, which is less than ideal for them. Okay, so we get rid of that and that. We just knock out their active. See, like I said in the title of the YouTube video, this deck is great if they just, you know, don't do anything. And I can't take any risks here. We just gotta knock out the Genesect. So I think if you're playing in a, like if your locals are just flooded with Golden Go and, you know, people who ride the short bus and play Mega Venusaur, then absolutely sleeve up Ceruledge. But if you're facing a lot of people in your locals who are like tryhards and have good decks like Gardevoir and Clam Burglar, well, I'm going to try. Well, actually, no, I think I just go up with the Ceruledge, right? What's the point? Oh, never mind. But just Mega Venusaur is not good. Ceruledge knocks it out through weakness. You know, Fire, I think Fire is the best type for hitting for weakness because you hit Metal and Grass. Right? I think that makes Fire the best overall type just for hitting for weaknesses. Oh my god, we got another stupid... Okay. Really regretting losing that bosses, but eventually they're going to run out of energy. You know, your deck, I don't think is necessarily designed to recycle 5 energy every single turn. Well, okay, that's once. I said every single turn. That's once. That's one turn. And even then, they can't put that much energy into play, right? They got... Yeah, that guy used its ability. That guy used its ability. So what are they going to do? They have to get a Meganium or nothing. Yeah, the timing was perfect. You have to have a Meganium or else you're doing nothing. Or unless you have a manual attachment. But I don't think you do. I think you manually attach to the Genesect. I think they're realizing that grass decks are terrible and they're about to delete this deck forever. Can we all agree that Mega Venusaur was a massive disappointment and a huge mistake and should never exist? Oh, that's sad. That's sad. That's a rough one there. That's a rough one. All right, so let's go. Let's do that. And then I think I'm going to, sure, let's just Lilies for 6. Because we can do nothing because they're having such a tough Oh, hello. Okay. That's a prime catcher, everybody. This is a prime example of why Mega Venusaur is so bad. Okay, Rumbling Engine. I prefer Neo Cortex. All right, so let's go attract some customers. I guess I get the Lilies, because the Fire Breather could just win us the game next turn, right? So if I attach that there and then get that, we get rid of you and you. I go for 4 fire. The fact that they haven't conceded is either commendable or psychopathic behavior. Whichever one you believe, both are true. And Leah, if I knew the rest of the lyrics to that song, I would repeat them to you, but I don't. But yes, I'm edging on Glory right now. We prize 2 energy, doesn't matter. I don't think they can win, right? Because I have Revavroom, we have the Tatsugiri. They are playing a grass deck and also Mega Venusaur. Even if I didn't hit them for weakness, I think we probably win this game. Because if I don't hit them for weakness, I can still just go knockout Ogerpon, knockout Fez, knockout Ogerpon. So yes, this is why I was slightly optimistic about the card pre-launch of Phantasmal Flames. Is like it does 220. Fezandipity has 210. It's just what do you do after you knock out a Fezandipity? It's like if you're facing a Dragapult or a Charizard, there's not a lot you can do. Right, you have, like I said, you have to piggyback with Moltres. Super helpful there, Ino. You have to piggyback with the Moltres. Monkey Dory ruins everything. So if I had to give Ceruledge a grade, it would be a failing grade, and I'd ask them to see me after class and then tell them there's something you can do for me for extra credit if you want to pass this class. That's mean. All right, well, we lost that guy. They're dragging on this game a little bit here. Okay, well, I guess they're going to knock out my Tatsugiri. Oh, they could actually win this game now. Unless I'm really smart and handsome and attractive and I retreat into the Tatsugiri and we get that Fire Breather that I left in the deck because I'm a freaking genius. Okay, well, I'll take a Lilies. I mean, I'm not going to scoff at Lilies. Okay, so what? We're a Superior away from winning. We're, oh, we only have one left. We're a Fez. We're a Fire Breather. The odds of us winning this game were 100% going into it. I did make an oopsie, but that just goes to show you how easy it is for this deck to beat off. You have to knock out the Tatsugiri. You jerk face. All right, you know what? You know what, bro? I'm going to Tatsugiri first. We're going to go for that Fire Breather. I don't care that I don't have 7 left. Okay, there's a Moltres. I think we're out of bosses, but I think I should put the Moltres into play. So we go Lilies first, and that's GG. God. Oh yeah, I play Energy Recycler. Forgot about that. So I play the Energy Recycler because you play Fire Breather, so you Energy Recycler, and then you Fire Breather. But it's like, is that a better combo than just Superior Energy Retrieval and Max Rod? I don't think so. but it's a thing that I did, and we won, and I am just this good at Pokemon cards. Like, type in the comments below, trust your pilot is him. He is the best at Pokemon cards. His toes are always out for our entertainment, and if I could be near those toes, I would make sure they're always moist. All right, so that will be okay. So, I mean, the problem with the Charizard game is that they did some weird things, and it's like the whole title of the video. Yeah, such a demonstration. The whole title of the video is going to be that this thing destroys metal and grass stacks. So I think I should include me destroying metal and grass stacks. And is there any spice? What about this one? Is there any spice in this one? Not really. They're all just kind of the same. So let's go, we've played this a little bit. We can mix it up. So let's go no Tatsugiri in this one. So let's try Pilot's wacky deck idea here. For that, we can go, I mean, is there any card, like, is there something that I'm missing? A few brain cells. Is there something that I'm missing that could be like really cool here? So we have Legacy Energy. I guess it's like Morty's does seem fine, right? Morty seems like a good card to play in this deck. Winter Saturn. Playing a different. Hey, you're just salty. You're just salty because I beat off a Venusaur player. I mean, what did you expect? The deck is weak to fire, and one of the best decks in format is a fire deck, and also Golden Go is a really good deck, and that's hard to beat too. Do I want to go first? No, I have 19 energy in the deck. I want to go second. So, like, I think I kind of feel like this would what? Come on. I feel like Lunatone Solrock might be better than Revavroom. The problem is that you have to play Fighting Energy as opposed to Fire. I tried. Sometimes I just wing it and say, let's just start the stream. I'll play 2 games. Be like, I got a basic idea of how the deck is supposed to work. Let's just start the stream. Let's go for it. This time I played for hours. There's no right list. You might say, oh, well, Pilot, you said that about Mega Absol and Tord figured it out. I literally have a 90% win rate against Tord's deck. That is definitely an IRL, meta call deck. That is not, ooh, hello. That is not an actually competitively viable deck against things on PTCGO when you're playing janky lists that can take one-shots. Right? It's not viable when I can just win with Ceruledge EX or Golden Go. But, like, against Gardevoir? Oh my god, against Gardevoir, against Grimmsnarl, against Charizard EX? Against anything that can't take one-shots? No, there we go! It's Golden Go, baby! Okay. The problem here is the Solrock. If they don't attach an energy turn 1, we're fine. If they do, we're less fine. Don't attach. Do not attach an energy. Don't attach an energy to anyone. You got rid of your only energy with the Oh, that's perfect. Okay, they attached to the Gimme Duel. They're dumb. There's only one thing that could have gone wrong this entire game, and that was if they attached to the Lunatone. They did not do that, so Trust Your Pilot has a chance to win. They attached to the Gimme Duel, I guess, because they probably only had a Metal Energy in hand or something. This is a free win here, unless we prize the dude. But we have Brave Bangle, so we can Mole Trace. We have 2 Brave Bangle. And then I don't think I want another Varoom down. I think we just gather Strength. And then we win, right? Like, how do I possibly lose this game? Hitting them for weakness. The only way we can lose is if they go air balloon, attacked with the Sol Rock, and then I can't find a bosses or anything. Right, so if they go air balloon, attacked with Sol Rock, but no, they didn't do that. We're gonna be fine. And this might be a situation where I try to masterfully bait out their Golden Go, because our worst case scenario obviously is the Sol Rock. So I could either evolve the active into Ceruledge EX if I can take a knockout of the Lunatone, and then force them to hit into me with the Golden Go, and then I just go for Ceruledge the rest of the game. Oh no. Colossus, I jinxed it. I jinxed it, Colossus. Oh god, I jinxed it so bad. Okay, then I have to masterfully bait. Oh, we have no energy. Oh no. I pulled a pilot. I made an oopsie in my pants. Okay, this is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, that's good. Let's go. I guess I have to put the Fez down because, I mean, I don't have to put the Fez down, but it'd be pretty dumb if I didn't. Okay, just playable card. Okay, when I said I wanted a playable card, I meant I want a card that I can play. I know that was a little difficult to maybe understand, but when I said, hey, can I have a playable card? What I meant was, can one of the cards that I get be playable? I know I wasn't really clear about that. That might have been, you know, lost in translation, which was the Scarlett Johansson movie. Okay, there we go. Would have been great to get a Char Cadet, but I think what I do is I just go up with the Mole Trace and just say we're going to get our Brave Bangle. Unless, of course, they go for the Fez. If they go for the Fez, then we just Ceruledge and win. Because once we got past that Sol Rock, once we got past that Obstagoon, we pretty much shored up our victory. Unless they go for the other Char Cadet, then we are in big trouble. I think they're going for the other Char Cadet. Because that deck does play a lot of bosses. Plays a lot of bosses. And, you know, if we didn't prize that other Char Cadet, we'd be in a great position. And I'd be like, okay, fine, knock out the other Char Cadet. I don't care. But if they knock out the other Char Cadet, we are screwed. All right, well, there we go. Char Cadet's surviving. They have to attack with Golden Go if they want to take a knockout, because unless they have a Prime... unless they're playing Prime Catcher... Okay, go for the Fez. They're going for the Char Cadet. Okay, that's bad. Well, we need some things to work out for us now. They have done things that I don't like, but we can still win the game because we're kind of out of the danger zone now. All I need to do is attach a Brave Bangle to the Mole Trace and we win the game. That's it. Put a Brave Bangle on the Mole Trace, game is over. Okay, so let's go. That's good. I'm going to get rid of... we want to keep the Poffin because I think we have a couple Super Rods, right? Couple rods we can play with. Oh, yep, we got a couple rods. So we'll go Revavroom. And then... which one gets me the more cards? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? They're both going to be 3, but I think we go Revavroom first. Okay, that's the opposite of how I wanted this to go. Let's go Air Balloon on you. Okay, yep, we're just going to I-know and believe in the heart of the cards. I mean, believing in the heart of the cards was apparently a good thing, but we still don't quite have what I want. Okay, that's fine, totally fine, everything's fine, everything's great, why are you worried? Why would you worry about anything in this situation? Let's go Legacy Energy on the Mole Trace. We're gonna need to get real lucky here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Infernal Slash. And we know they're not gonna I-know me. You know, they played the Prime Catcher. We're not gonna get I-know. Do you ever notice how I just, whenever I need energy, I just draw into supporters? Kind of happened all stream today. Kind of weird. A little sus if you ask me. Okay, but yeah, they're playing this very cautiously, but finally now they have to attack with Golden Go. So I mean, they could try to again go for more Sol Rock and just be like, I can two-shot your Ceruledge, and I think eventually you're going to run out of resources. Trust your pilot, but you're never going to run out of handsomeness because that's just impossible. So they're playing this very smartly, but there's only so much you can do with a Fire Wheat deck, and you're staring down someone as handsome as me on the other side of the table. Am I right or am I right? And one thing I've been thinking back about, so if you go back and watch my old gameplay videos with PDCGO, a thing no one really talks about anymore is because TCG Live is, just it's in the zeitgeist now. It's been out for almost 4 years. The cards face you, right? In Canada, cards face you. On PDCGO, they were the other way around. I personally didn't like that for a digital card game. I prefer it that the cards face me. However, the reason that PDCGO did that is because it mimicked real life, right? If you're playing in real life, the cards don't face you. So in that instance, I think it made a lot of sense, but PDCGL, just for a digital card game, even though it's not really supported like one, for a digital card game, I think it makes more sense for the cards to face you, though it was a nice touch on PDCGO to mirror real life. And midship guitar? Oh, the reason it would have been bad for me, because then they could have retreated into the Sol Rock and knocked out my Char Cadet turn 1. So because they didn't attach to the Lunatone, they couldn't just retreat it and then go to the Sol Rock, but then of course they got the air balloon anyway, so it didn't matter. They just believed in the heart of the cards. All right, so Brave Bangle is all we need. The question is, what is my best chance of getting it? I honestly think it should be a research into a Fez, right? Oh, they're going for the bosses? On the Fez? The bosses on the Fez? Okay, that I think just won me the game. As long as I can get a Brave Bangle or a playable card, we did just win. Right? Unless no, I think we're fine. And Cock, most people would not agree with you there. That was the like 99% of people when I first started playing TCG Live, the only one who stuck with it, by the way. Everyone hated it. I was the only I was the dissenter. I was at dissenter of the controversy, yeah. I was the only dissenter there. And yeah, I don't think anything terastallized, but I didn't, pay attention. It just happens now. I don't really pay attention to when cards terastallize anymore. It's just part of the whole thing now. It's just part of Live. It's part of Live's life now. And we deal with it. Okay, so I have to put the... Do I have to put the Char Cadet down? Oh, we got it. That's GG, baby. I was like, do I even have to put the Char Cadet down? I don't think so, but I'll just do it anyway. And let's go Morty for 4. Okay, that's good. Air balloon on you. Why do we never find energy? Can somebody please explain to me why we never find energy? Okay, so we'll go that and that. And then them's fighting Wangs. And this is why I hyped up Moltres so much. If everyone in your area is playing Golden Go, just put a Brave Bangle on a Moltres. Congratulations, they hate life. Right? Moltres is just such a good card. Just slap a Brave Bangle on it. Any deck that plays Fire Energy, just put a Brave Bangle on Moltres. Your Golden Go matchup goes from bad to very winnable. You knock out Teal Mask Odrepon without a Brave Bangle. You soften things up. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. See? This deck absolutely destroys Grass and Metal decks. It destroys Odrepon. It destroys Pheasantipity. Against anything that has no fire weakness and has more than 220 hit points, you're screwed. But why are they wearing those loafers? I can't see your toes. All right, well, now I have a decision to make because there's kind of enough games here. I want to keep the video short, but there's kind of enough games for like 4, but some of them were kind of long. There was a double Sharknado. There was Venusaur, there was Golden Ghost, so I might make some changes. So some of the games that I said might be included, might not be included anymore. So I'm sorry if that happens. I know you get so wrapped up in this. Okay, but tomorrow is Bronzong. It's just a tool drop deck. I have done 0 testing so far because I spent so much time on Ceruledge. But the card is fine. It's not good. If you want to play it, sure. When in doubt, play it one more. No, we're not playing it. We got the video. So we'll raid Sunny. I'll see you all tomorrow. Let's see. Is Sunny drops on? Oh yeah, sure, Sunny. Sure, Sunny, with your drops on. But yeah, Sunny's 233. That's almost 4 years of tournaments. PTCGO still existed when those tournaments started. And funny how almost right afterwards, PTCGO disappeared. I smell a conspiracy.